And keep that applause going for your next comedian, Monique Østbye. You know her.
Hi guys, I brought my own fan club with me today. So my name is Monique. I'm a senior international relations major, and in a couple weeks I'm gonna have to come up with a new way to introduce myself, because hopefully I'll be graduating. Yeah, so this is all dependent on if I pass this class, so you guys better laugh. It could also have something to do with the unpaid $10,000 bill I have, but that's kind of irrelevant, you know, whatever. Yeah, so anyways, both my parents are immigrants. My dad moved here from Norway, and my mom moved here from Brazil. My mom is in the audience today, so I'm gonna give her a quick shout out. My parents moved here to give us a better life, you know. They were like, you know, the U.S. is great. They have easily accessible McDonald's, bi-weekly school shootings, and unaffordable health care. So, you know, really great place to raise children. Right now they're currently debating which developed nation to send me to get my wisdom teeth out. My mom knows a pretty good guy in Brazil, but if you guys have any other recommendations, I'll be here for a bit after the show, so let me know. Yeah, so when I tell people I'm Brazilian, they give me a lot of weird looks. I've got some really weird answers. So obviously I'm white. A lot of people think Brazilians aren't, which there are non-white Brazilians. There are also white ones too, like me, you know. So this is a typical interaction. So they'll say like, hey Monique, like, you're Brazilian? There's no way, you don't look Brazilian. So what does a Brazilian look like to you? They're like, oh, you know, Gisele Bündchen, Adriana Lima, start listing all these beautiful women. And so I'm thinking, they're also white. They're Victoria's Secret models, so yeah, I can't relate in that department, but also, like, you could just tell me if you think I'm ugly, you know, I can take it. I have 4 siblings, so, like, I've heard worse. Yeah, so on my dad's side, you know, I didn't really inherit a lot from him. My dad's a math genius. He used to work in finance, so thanks for that, Dad, paying for my college. Yeah, so my dad, I didn't inherit a lot from him. My dad got polio when he was 16. Obviously, I didn't inherit that because I'm standing here today. Yeah, so hopefully Dad's not upset at that joke, Mom. He'll see it on the recording later because this place is not ADA compliant, so he couldn't make it down the stairs. Yeah, so my teachers at school get really excited. I'm a very active participant in class. So when back to school night comes around, this is my favorite night of the year because my parents come home and they're like, Monique, we love you. You're the best student to have in every class. Every teacher said that. I'm like, I know. Everyone thinks I'm so fucking annoying. And so my teacher, she goes around the class, she's like, hey, who's gonna come to back to school night? Raise your hand if a parent's coming. Obviously, I'm not paying attention because we're talking about the quadratic formula or whatever. And so she gets to me, she's like, oh, is someone coming to back to school night for you? I said, yeah, my dad might roll up or whatever. She goes, oh, your dad's gonna physically roll into the room? I was like, oh, whatever, I don't know. So then, obviously I thought it was fucking hilarious, I didn't say anything. So I get home, I run to my dad and I'm like, Dad, you're not gonna believe. So I retell him the whole story, he's like, okay, let's ruin this lady's life. So they get to school, and my mom, if you haven't seen her or met her before, which I'm assuming most of you have not, my mom is shorter than me, she's 5 feet tall. And yeah, she's Brazilian, so, you know, that also plays a factor into it. So obviously getting around in a wheelchair is a bit more time consuming than just walking, you know. Gotta get the elevator, gotta get around. My 5 foot tall mom's gotta push my dad around. So they get to the classroom and the doors are locked because we have auto locked doors, thanks Sandy Hook. And then someone lets my dad in and you see 1 foot, then the next foot, then the wheel. My dad goes, sorry for rolling in late. Yeah, so that's my time. Thank you so much. Obrigado.